Hi, my name's Jeff and I'm part of Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing. I want to share a little something of my journey as to how I got involved with Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing, how I got involved with helping those who are homeless and hidden homeless, because something really impacted me a few years ago and it set me on the journey as to where I am now today. And I'm sure all of us have events in our life that set us on a particular track, and this is mine. I was in a place called Bucharest in Hungary in 2019. Now, part of my journey, I do a lot of training and equipping for youth and young people. I help people move on and become who they are meant to be. I work with a lot of faith-based organizations, and I was traveling out and working with a young team in Bucharest. Part of my journey in the morning, I would take an underground train. So I went into the station. When I was in the station, there was people laying on the floor. There was a young girl particularly. She was laying right next to the main door as we walked in. And she was laying there and it appeared to be her father next to her. She must have been 10, 11, maybe 12. And I was moved. Everybody was busy and they were all walking by, and I've done it myself. So I'm not saying, hey, look at me, I'm something special. No, I have walked past people. I've done it myself, but I couldn't. I was arrested in my heart and I was convicted and I had to stop and do something. So I did. I went over to the local area where they were selling coffee, buns and pastries. And I bought a small pastry and I went back over to give it to the girl and the father who were laying there on the floor. And I stopped just in front of them, and I bent over slightly towards her, and her eyes popped open. She looked absolutely terrified. She's looking at me, with this startled face. I said, it's okay. It's okay. I just want to give you something. You look like you're in need of hunger, you're in need of food, and I want to help you out. And she looked at me, and then she said these words, "You see me?" That really impacted me, guys. That was something that, like the invisible people, we walk by, they're humans, they're people in need. I don't know their story. I don't know your story. You don't really know my story. We don't know the backstories of people. But what we do know is that we can do something in the immediate to help someone who's in need. And that impacted me. Yes, I see you. And that started me on a journey. Myself and my wife began on that journey. My wife has since passed, but I continue on with that legacy to help. And it was great that I was able to meet Vicky and be part of Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing here in Ontario. So anyway, we began that journey. And part of that was something we have on our website called Strike Your Match. What happened now, after that event, we were stirred by a song by Rachel Platten, which said that I only have one match, but I can make an explosion. And that really also impacted us. With one thing we can do, one event, one thing to help, one $5 donation, one event, anything, we strike our match. And as we all strike our matches together, we can make an explosion. An event that is so huge, it impacts a lot of people. And that was where it began. So if you look on our website of Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing, you'll see something called Strike Your Match. And that's exactly where that came from. There's a small description about how it happened and something you can do. So you can run an event. You can actually do anything. If you're a photographer, take some photographs, put them up in your lounge and invite people over, and then they can make a donation and you can put it towards Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing. If you're a musician, record a song. We actually have a song recorded for Strike Your Match, and it's recorded on the website. So jump on there, look at Strike Your Match. There's a song you can download. We've got a $5 donation and you download it directly. It was written for Strike Your Match. It was written to help the homeless, those who are hidden homeless and those who are actually on the streets, those ones who are unsheltered right now. So jump on board. You can help out. And that's what we're about. That's why I do it. That's part of my journey as to why I'm doing this. And this has been something that has been on my heart, and then we can do something about it. I struck my match, if you like. I struck my match and began to help Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing to do something. We have one home built, which is amazing, in St Mary's. One person has been helped and is being helped, who was living hidden homeless, who now has stable shelter. And we have land available through a remarkable journey that we'll share, that we have land available that is leased for 21 years that we can build four affordable tiny home rental units. And we need help to build these. So I'm asking you now if you can be involved, if you can do something, if you can strike your match. If you could strike your match and do something to help, we can all together make a very, very big difference and a big impact. So jump on board Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing, which is at homesweethome.org. You can go on there, and as you scroll down the website, you can help. Right at the top, there's a button that says you can help, and it goes to our payment provider. And that's great because there's no fees involved. You can help the payment provider by donating. But if you choose not to, then all the funds go directly to Home Sweet Home Affordable Housing. And then scroll down and you'll see the section, Strike Your Match. Click on that, go over, download the song. It's $5, a song written especially. There's a story behind that song that I can share. And then you can run an event, a Strike Your Match event. Let's strike our matches. Let's help the homeless. Let's do something. And we only have one match, but together we can make a mighty impact and a mighty explosion. More next time.